Matt Hardy has gone through many gimmicks, teams, and monikers over the years, from his wildly successful tag team with brother Jeff Hardy to Matt Hardy version 1, to his highly praised and acclaimed run as Broken Matt Hardy in TNA Wrestling. Matt has often been cast in the shadow of his brother Jeff, but almost broke out as a major star on his own during the infamous time his real-life relationship with fellow WWE star Lita was broken up due to her infidelity with, up until that time, Matt's friend, Edge. Ironically, it was in large part due to this that Edge became hated and gained his own highly successful run as a heel, ultimate opportunist, and even the notorious live sex celebration he and Lita teased on Monday Night Raw at the time. Matt Hardy was originally fired by WWE, but was jumping the barricades at WWE events and shouting out the names of rival companies. WWE took the opportunity to cash in on such a heated rivalry and brought Matt Hardy back for a series of matches in a blood feud with Edge, using everything from ladders to steel cages to get things done, and perfectly blending real-life animosity and drama into their fictional universe. On a recent podcast appearance, Matt Hardy was asked his thoughts about the whole thing. Matt Hardy stated, "For me, it's where I first started learning to separate personal life from professional life, and now I'm extremely comfortable in being able to differentiate the two. I mean, at first, it was a little intense, a little strange, knowing that we were all on the same page. Everyone was okay. Everybody had to keep their emotions in check, and as long as we did that, we knew that everything was going to be good. As time went on, it got a little easier and a little bit better. The most fascinating part about 2005 in my career was that you weren't able to tell the lines between what was real and what wasn't real, and where that line laid. It's the most important thing about professional wrestling, especially this day and age in 2019. You need to blur the lines where you're not sure about what's real and what's scripted." Edge ended up coming out on top during their feud, something that both shocked and angered fans who once again felt like Hardy had been hard done by, and by all accounts deserved and should have won. Instead, Edge went on to countless world title reigns, while Matt Hardy mainly stayed in the mid-card divisions and tag teams. During the same interview, Hardy elaborated further on this, saying, "The first match was just meant for us to carry us on to something else, and it was kind of a fluke thing where he dropped me on the post, split my head open. The whole appearance of that wasn't meant to be that long. It was supposed to be short, almost like emulating a UFC fight by going all out, beating the hell out of each other, and then having a fluke finish. That was the whole mindset behind that. It was okay. There were things I would have probably done differently, but it was okay. I think the whole blow-off, having the cage match where I did the leg drop on top of the cage and I beat him to finally have my come-up, I thought that was a great blow-off. Even though we had another match later, which was a ladder match, and that was just to put us on two separate brands. That is when they were trying to be serious about holding talents exclusively to two separate brands again. It seems even now in hindsight, and while working for WWE, Matt Hardy realizes that things probably should have went differently, but to his credit, he seems to be in a good place mentally still and willing to forgive and forget. Matt Hardy hasn't been on TV for a while, but I'm sure all of us will be wishing for nothing but the best for Hardy, including at least one more run before he decides to hang up his wrestling boots for good. This is Wrestling Rambles 89, signing off.